Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here or you've been here before but have not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Come, join, subscribe so you know when I drop videos, especially super late night videos like this one. It's much later for you guys than it is for me. I'm here on the West Coast. I got to watch it kind of basically almost like a regular basketball game. Got to watch the Knicks come back from a 16-point deficit to blow the Portland Trail Blazers off their own court in the Cam Reddish revenge game, which didn't really turn out that way for him. Sorry, Cam, but Josh Hart, tremendous game. Deuce McBride, I mean, it was a fantastic game for him. And who else? Quickley, great game for him. RJ, also, it was a great all-around team effort. Even Julius Randle came through with some big buckets, and I say even facetiously because he always does. He's our definite leader during this whole thing. Let's get to it. Here you go. The Knicks won 123-107, and yes, they were once down 16 points. They completely destroyed the Portland Trail Blazers in the second half. They scored 74 points in the second half, and now the New York Knicks, right now, the New York Knicks are alone in fifth place in the East again. With a 41-30 record, they have tied their win total from 2 seasons ago, but they're a plus 11 in games. They're 11 games over 500, which is more than they were that year. This is a better team than it was that season, 2 seasons ago. I love this team. I love it. Even with the frustrations, the pain, and the agony that they give us, they are a hard-working team. They definitely represent the attitude of New York, and I love that about them. They're also incredibly skilled. That's the one thing that somehow, I mean, I guess it's starting to get around there. It's starting to get around the media and the circles. I've heard Zach Lowe speak very glowingly of the Knicks. Kendrick Perkins as well, JJ Redick, who else? I mean, there's lots of people who have, they know that this team is not one to mess around with. All we've got to do is stay healthy, get Brunson back, get ready for the postseason, and just basically destroy whoever we play in that first round. I would not be surprised if the Knicks just completely annihilate that opponent in the first round. The only team that can beat the Knicks handily is Milwaukee. That's the only team that I see. And themselves. The team themselves. Knicks themselves. You know, Julius, if he gets a little crazy. But other than that, I just don't see it. They play great defense, excellent defense, scrappy defense, especially now with Josh Hart added to this team. And now I will say this, and we get to this point here. We're going to have highlights. I owe you guys my take on Randle. I didn't drop it in the previous video, and RJ as well. So this might be a longish recap, but bear with me. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe I can plow through this stuff. Look, I tweeted this out. This is only the beginning for Deuce McBride. He will have a long, tremendous career in the NBA. And then Tommy Beard tweeted this out. Final plus minus a Knicks victory over Portland. Josh Hart plus 26. Cam Reddish minus 27. Ouch. This is not to light a to disparage Cam Reddish, but just the reality of this trade. And Cam wasn't even playing for us. So. But this man right here, Deuce McBride, his defense was fantastic. Even though Dame Lillard did end up lining us up for 40 points, and a lot of that was on Quentin Grimes, who struggled tonight. If anyone, there was only one player who actually had a game where he struggled, and it was Quentin Grimes. He only shot 1 of 3, I believe overall. But Deuce came in. Look at him, 18 points, 4 made 3-pointers, big ones. Big 3-point shots, and they look clean. They look pure. There was no little herky-jerky thing where he, when a little kid who's trying to shoot further than he can. No, it was all smooth, nothing but net. Loved it. He routed 1 in, I think, but and he got 2 blocks. I think he got 3 blocks, but they gave him credit only for 2. 75% field goal shooting. Deuce McBride, this is his game. This is the night that he announced to the NBA, hey, I'm for real. No, don't mess around when I'm on the court. And this brings me to a very important topic. Very important topic, Tom Thibodeau. If you're listening, because I know you watch all my videos, Tom. This guy has to play. I think it's time for you to open it up to a 10-man rotation for the final home stretch. And there's a double benefit to it. Number one, minutes get spread out a little more. And number two, you give this guy floor time who's now starting to get into a groove. You can kind of feel it coming. You could feel it coming in the games leading up into this game. He needs to be on the court. You need to utilize him as a specialty item, especially when you're against these lightning scoring guards out on the perimeter that's just going to destroy you. He is pivotal to helping disrupt that. He created so much disruption when he was on the court, and then you pair that with Josh Hart and Immanuel Quickley. Wow, do we have something out there that will stifle a team, throw them out of their rhythm, and get them scratching their heads. That is the beauty of Deuce McBride. Deuce McBride has to get into this rotation. I don't care how you do it, Thibs, but he has to get into it. Because this guy, as you know, Thibs, defense wins in the playoffs. Defense wins, outstanding defense wins in the playoffs. There you go. You got a guy like that. You have a PJ Tucker-ish kind of guy in Deuce McBride. You have two, actually, if you count Josh Hart. Don't let him just sit on the bench. Don't let him sit on the bench, even when Brunson is healthy again. All right, let's move on. Immanuel Quickley. Look at this. People once thought he wasn't a point guard. People used to laugh at me. Well, I'm not even going to bother laughing in return. I am just going to have just total I feel pride in the way that he has turned himself into probably one of the most difficult guards to deal with in the NBA, because he can score from all areas on the court. Mid-range, yeah, he'll give you that. He did some turnaround 12-footers today. Beautiful. You need a nice floater? Boom. You need me to finish at the rim? Boom. You need some three-pointers? Boom, boom, boom. Look, he shot 57% tonight, 26 points, 10 rebounds for a point guard. A guard that people don't think is a point guard. Outstanding. Sixth Man of the Year candidate right there. Hey, then we're going to get to Josh Hart, and then we're going to get to the highlights. Josh Hart, 16 points, 9 rebounds for him, 8 assists, 3 steals. Outstanding. Talk about disruptive. This guy is he's like a fault line. If you are trying to base solidify your offense with Josh Hart on the court, tough. Good luck. It's not going to happen. Skyscrapers will tumble. Josh Hart will make sure of it. He will get steals. He will finish on the other end. He will find his teammates out on the perimeter for three-pointers. This guy what a tremendous trade for the Knicks. Shout out to Leon Rose for bringing him to the Knicks. He is the coagulant. He's like that egg in the batter when you're baking that cake. He brings it all together. And it's outstanding because he inspires our other guys to play like that, and I saw it in RJ Barrett in this first half today. RJ was out there. He was moving around. I saw him dancing. I saw him two-step hopping. How often do you see RJ two-step hop to close out on a perimeter player? Fabulous. He got blocks. Let's see what RJ's stats were. Well, you know what? Let's get to the highlights here. Here we go. While I look up this, man, what a fun game to watch. I hope you guys were able to stay. If you weren't able to stay up, you can hear it. We can listen to it here. You can watch these highlights here. RJ Barrett. Let's see here. RJ finished with 22 points, 8 of 13. 8 of 13. He hit 7 of 10 shots inside the 7 of 9. No, 7 of 10. No, 7 of 9 shots inside the arc. He was 8 of 13 overall, 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. So 7 of 9. He only missed 2 shots inside the arc. Awesome. 5 rebounds for him, 28 minutes, and he finished a +8 himself. Randall, 24 points. It wasn't a great game for Randall, but he definitely kept it under control. The beauty was, what I loved about this game, there were no ISO plays. I don't even remember any ISO plays during this entire game. I'm sure there were some, but nothing that stood out where I'm like, why are we doing that? Why are we moving the ball? We kept that ball moving, and things were not working out in that first half for the Knicks, especially in that first quarter. They were struggling in that first quarter. The Knicks were down 13, 33-20. They had nothing going. And then they woke up in that second half. The bench was a huge contributor. The bench was a major, major difference in this game for the Knicks. The bench scored, wow, 29. The bench scored 45 points. Wow. 45 points the bench contributed tonight. 11 for Toppin. Hartenstein, again, no points for him, but he was also had another impact game like he did against the Lakers. Against the Lakers, he was a +19. Well, tonight he did one better. He was a +20 with 0 points, but 11 rebounds, 3 of them offensive rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds, 4 dimes for him, and he's got 1 steal and he got 1 block, and only committed 2 fouls. Beautiful game for Isaiah Hartenstein. Look, okay, that was the one bucket that Grimes hit. That was it. He really struggled tonight, and it's a big reason why the Knicks got off to kind of like not such a great start. Your shooting guard cannot struggle like that night in, night out. Cannot struggle for 3 games and have one good game for his 4th game is a good game. No, he can't have that. So at some point when Brunson returns, there might need to be a discussion about who should be the starting point guard for the Knicks, especially if Grimes is going to struggle against the elite scorers like the way he did tonight against Dame Lillard. I know that might be tough to deal with and comprehend. If you think I'm saying we should start Josh Hart, no, I'm not saying that. I think we might need to start Immanuel Quickley. And if you start Immanuel Quickley, then that means you need to bring Deuce in off the bench to be that point guard for the second unit. That's what I think, and that means you go to a 10-man rotation. It's fine to do it right now. By the time you get to the playoffs, rotations tighten up, and that's okay. But we need to keep people as fresh as possible and as locked into the game as possible. You can't have guys who have special talents just kind of sitting on the bench waiting for their moment when they can contribute winning basketball like you just saw Deuce there. Deuce just dunked the ball. He just dunked it. All right, what does RJ do here? I can't remember what this play was. Look, we're up 99-84. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. RJ, I've noticed that he, of late, is starting to use the top end of the glass for finishing his drives. Smart move. He did it repeatedly tonight. I think at least on four baskets. I think he did that. Fabulous, and that's a nice adjustment for him. Obi, great game for Obi. Obi he was 3 of 5 from the 3-point line, 4 of 6 overall. Just picked up 1 rebound, but he got 1 nice assist, and he finished a +8 with 11 points. Let's see what else. God, it was such a fun game. I had a feeling the Knicks were going to win this game no matter what. Even when we were down, whatever it was, like 13 at the half, I was like, you know what? I just don't think Portland's got it. I just don't think they have enough to deal with the Knicks if the Knicks decide to come out and play. And that's what they did. They came out and they destroyed them. In the third quarter, the New York Knicks outscored Portland 42-26. Damn. So by 16. And then we outscored them in the fourth quarter, 32-26. So they scored. Portland scored 26 both the third quarter and fourth quarter, but the Knicks just lit them up for 74 points total in the second half. Look at this game, right? And here, this is the final blow. Immanuel Quickley. God, I love when he has worked on that shot. Just a beautiful little step back. It's lethal. Lethal. I'm telling you, and we're doing this without Jalen Brunson, who is technically our best player. Outstanding. I am so proud of this team. Oh, man. So here we go. I pretty much already rattled off all these stats for you guys. You see Grimes, he only played 20 minutes, 1 of 3, but RJ, 28 minutes from. I love this type of minutes distribution. If we can keep this going, when Brunson comes back, we'll be right on point. Look at even Randall played 34 minutes. He didn't even have to play 34 minutes. Didn't have a great shooting night for him at all. Another poor shooting day, actually, for him. But he definitely had a positive impact overall on this game. 24 points, 10 rebounds for him, 4 dimes. But he missed all 5 of his three-point attempts. Shot 8 of 20 overall. So 40%. Yeah, he basically he did struggle there. Grimes and Randall were the two weakest in terms of efficiency on the team itself, on the starting lineup. But overall, the bench was able to make up for it. Look at Grimes. Look at Deuce. 6 of 8. And Josh Hart, 6 of 13 in 37 minutes. Josh Hart played the most minutes tonight in his return to Portland. What a great night for them. The Knicks shot 15 of 35 from the three-point line. 42.9%, almost 43% from the three-point line. And almost 52% overall they shot. Fabulous. Let's get to the plus-minus. You can see Randall was a +8. Mitch had another subpar game for him. Not sure what's going on. He might have a little bit of fatigue. Who knows what's going on with him? It's hard to tell. But he finished a -4 with just 2 points. Luckily, Isaiah Hartenstein is just delivering tremendously for us, not necessarily in points, but in terms of his impact on the boards, defensively, creating disruptions. I love what Isaiah Hartenstein is providing us right now. And you can see RJ Barrett was a +8 with 22 points. Quickley also was a +8 with 26 points as the game high for the Knicks. Grimes was a -11 with just 4 points. Grimes, probably for the first time that I can remember in a very long time, he was the low man in plus-minus in a game. He did struggle tonight. He had trouble with Dame. I think Dame's, it's just, you know what? It might be the first time that he's ever had to guard Dame Lillard, and Dame is a special player. Those step backs, he just can shoot at any moment. He can just pull the trigger and just bury it. I don't think Grimes was ready for that, but I think he will be ready the next time he ends up playing Dame Lillard again. He's that kind of guy. Again, Obi Toppin also with a +8 like RJ Barrett and Quickley, and he finished with 11 points. Great game for him. Isaiah Hartenstein, not the top man this time with the plus in the plus-minus, +20, but a sensational +20 right there. McBride, a +17 on his 18 points. And Josh Hart led the team again tonight with a +26 and plus-minus with his 16 points. Fantastic game for the Knicks. The Portland Trail Blazers had all 5 starters in double figures, but their bench gave them pretty much nothing. Just 12 points for them. And as I told you, I think the Knicks bench scored 45 points. I have to re-add that again, but it was an annihilation, a total annihilation. Portland ended up shooting 38.4% overall. They put up 45 three-point attempts, connected on 17 for 37.8%, which is good. That kept them around. It kept them in the game. Definitely kept them in the game. And for a while there, when the Knicks were trying to get themselves back in the game, Portland would hit a 3, and then the lead would just expand again. And then they hit another 3, and the lead would expand again. The three-point shot is a lethal weapon, which is why the Knicks cannot go away from it. You just cannot. You cannot get into a battle, and I keep saying this because I keep getting resistance from people. You cannot get into a 3-for-2 battle in the NBA. You have to have balance, but you have to put up three-point attempts because you're going to make them eventually. We have NBA players who can shoot the three-point shot. They may not be in a groove in the first quarter. Doesn't mean they're not going to be in a groove in the third quarter. So keep putting those three-point attempts up in the air, and you guys are doing it. So beautifully done. Beautifully done. Let's get to the team stats. The Knicks own the boards once again, 52-38. 9 offensive rebounds, though. Portland did get the better of us, 11-9 right there. Assists, the Knicks 23 assists to 21 for Portland. And I told you, even though there wasn't much ISO play, it wasn't like we lit them up with assists either. But what I loved is the ball did move a lot. And when you look at the fast break points, it was 18-16. And Portland likes to get out on the break. So this is beautiful that the Knicks actually were able to outdo them in this scenario. Points in the paint, Knicks a plus 16. 50 points in the paint for the New York Knicks, 34 for the Portland Trail Blazers. Look at the largest lead. The Knicks were once down 16, and they finished 123-107 over the Portland Trail Blazers to get their 41st win of the season. Fantastic. I'm so proud of this team. Wow. All right. Now, Julius Randle. This is what I think is going on is what happens with Julius Randle. He's got his routines now to center himself right before the games begin, the meditation, and all those things to help him kind of quiet the noise. And I love that. I'm totally in favor of that. Absolutely, 100%. And we've seen the great benefits and results from it. But this is the moment. This is the moment, Julius. And I'm being completely 100% right now. If you can remove that ego from your game, the ego is your worst enemy and the team's worst enemy. And what I mean by ego, I'm talking about you have an expectation that you will be treated in a certain way like the other elites in this game. Look, bro, you might deserve it. You probably do deserve it. You're a totally all-NBA power forward right now, as far as I'm concerned. You know, whether you're third team, second team, I don't know. But you're definitely all-NBA. But you can't go out on the court with that mentality. You just got to be out on the court to have fun. Number one, enjoy playing with your teammates. Number two, and keep yourself in check. You are the one that has to keep himself in check. If you can do that, and I'm putting this right now to you, Julius, because I know Jalen Brunson's going to deliver. I know RJ might struggle here and there, but he'll eventually deliver and figure something out. Maybe in a 7-game series, 4 games, RJ will give you 20 points. In the other 3 games, he gives you, 11, and it's a very inefficient 11. But he'll give you production overall. Everybody up and down this lineup is going to give you production overall. But none of it matters unless you play like a top 10 player in the NBA, which is how you have been playing, which is why we have 41 wins. This is the situation that we're in. You want to be a champion? It's on you. But it can't happen if you go onto the court with expectations. Just go on the court, do your job, be who you are, and then everything else will come. Don't whine, cry, No, that is disruptive. Stay in the groove. Don't let yourself get popped out of the groove. Other teams know this. That's why they're going to come at you. They're going to say things. They're going to whisper things. They're going to, muscle you. And also, you're a beast. You're not getting the calls that you should be getting Who cares? It doesn't matter. You can still do those beautiful little flips. I mean, your game right now is outstanding. Embrace it. Don't let others take you out of what's working. You are the only one that can beat yourself. You. Others will try. Others will do things. If you let that be effective, then they get to you. But you can keep them at bay. Now, RJ, bro, what you did tonight, what you did against the Lakers, that's it. Step and repeat. Just step and repeat. Just keep doing that. Just keep doing that. Just keep beating people. Also, I love how you're using the top part of the glass. Beautiful. You're really concentrating on making the bucket when you drive. You're not looking for fouls. And I love that. Keep doing that. Keep being aggressive out on the perimeter. I love the two-step hops. I love the hands out, the movement, all this. You're taking a page out of Josh Hart's book. Do it. Keep going. Just the way IQ has benefited from playing with Jalen Brunson and watching Jalen Brunson. That's how IQ's game has soared. I think a lot of it is because he's been watching Jalen Brunson. You watch Josh Hart. So defensively, you're out there. Offensively, I'm with you, man. I think I totally believe in you. You are a 40% three-point shooter in my mind. I think you need to believe that you are as well. Just get out there and do it, but at the same time, keep driving, keep penetrating, and if you feel any congestion, find your open teammates for the better, easier shot. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. It is difficult. Sorry, I don't want to minimize that it is. It is difficult, but not for you. You have incredible gifts. You can do it. I am so hyped for this team right now. In fact, if you guys don't get to the second round, I consider this now to be a disappointing season. That's how good I think this team is. That's how good this team is. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please drop your comments, subscribe on Twitter, or follow on Twitter, subscribe in the YouTube channel if you haven't yet, and turn on the notification bell so you know when I drop videos, and hit the thumbs up button and drop your comments. I want to hear your thoughts about this. We are looking good, people. 5th seed. 4 possible? We'll see. We'll see. Time is running out for that, but I am very happy with the 4th seed. Very happy with the 4th seed. All right, now we'll see you around the Knicks-Verse.